Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Beal, and I'm coming to you with another review of Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 5, Episode 15, Two Can Play That Game. The episode picks up where it left off from last week, where Preston is on his knee and he asks Danny to marry him. So Danny just like shocked. She's taken aback. So she's like, you can get up. And Preston says, no, I want to marry you. And she like, you don't want to marry me. Preston said, well, we just trying to, figure us out. She like, get up. And he was like, no, until you marry me. And Danny is just like, Preston, this ring is for another woman. He keep telling her, put it on, it's your size. Do you want to marry me? And he said he don't want nobody else. And he's just like, first you want me, then you don't want me. First you want to see me, then you don't want to see me. Do you love me? Then he's just like, yeah, I love you, but I don't want to marry you. And she said, all of this stuff we going through. Preston just like, look, I ain't going through nothing. I want to marry you. I want to be with you. And then it's just like, but why do you want to marry me? She's just like, it's either you marry me or else. It ain't nothing to it. And then it's just like, look, marrying you still won't make me want to be with you. That's just a piece of paper. You need to have my heart. And I just thought that was really good because at the end of the day, Danny has trust issues. And she's just like, you think just if we get married, then that'll make all our problems go away? And I know Preston wants to settle down because he doesn't want to date anymore. He knows that he wants Danny. But Danny is like, I want you too, but can you ask me to marry you a few years, like 2 or 3 years from now? And then he's just like, look, you know what? You stressing me out. She said, I'm about to go take a bath. And then Preston like, so you want me to leave? She said, boy, where did I tell you that I'm paraphrasing now? She like, where am I telling you I want you to leave? You can watch a movie. You can watch TV. Where do you get me going to take a bath telling you that you need to leave? And then he says, oh, you know what? You high. She like, high? I'm always high. What does that have to do with anything? And then he says, well, I'll just talk to you about it in the morning. She said, but I wake and I bake. So I guess as soon as she wake up in the morning, she go smoke she smoke her pen and she back high again. And he's just like, okay, well, whatever. I'm just going to take a bath with you. And I'm just thinking, Preston, you are a big old man. And Danny, you ain't too small yourself. Both of y'all going to fit in a little bit of tub. And Danny apparently, according to Preston, they done did it before. He talking about the tub little, the bedroom little, the bed little, the couch little, the apartment little. Shoot, y'all just living in a little old bitty shoebox. But he said, hey, we've been making it work, so we can still make it work. I'm just like, you know what, Preston? Y'all need to revisit this conversation. Because apparently you are ready for something that Danny is not ready for. Or maybe, are you even ready for it? Maybe you just don't want Danny to leave and you think if you just go to this extreme thing about getting married, then that'll just really show her and let her know that you really love her and you really want to be with her. And it doesn't matter what nobody else say. This is what you want. But you got to take things slow with Danny. If you ain't been watching this show like I've been watching, Danny is a big ball of confusion. You got to take it slow. Okay? And then maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, you will get your answer. But right now, Preston, the answer is no. So she walk off and she go into her little bitty bathtub and she begins to call Sabrina. So it's like ring, 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 ring. Sabrina pick up the phone, right? And so, what you doing, Sabrina? She said she worried about Maurice. And then she said, oh, yeah. Then she goes off into, Preston asked to marry me. And Sabrina is just like, for real? She kind of get excited. Like, what did you say? She was like, I said, man, no, I ain't marrying him. And then Sabrina is like, well, you might just need to talk to him. And she like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I need to talk to him for? She just don't get it. But Danny is trying to talk to Sabrina about this whole situation with her and Preston. And Sabrina, she on some other stuff. She just like, you know what? She really ain't got time to be talking to Danny because Calvin over her house. And she looked like to me, she looked like she was trying to make some shake with Calvin. So she trying to rush Danny out the phone. And Danny like, who over your house? The penny man? She was like, don't go there. Don't go there. Yeah. And then Danny trying to talk. She was like, you know what? I'm going to talk to you later. Okay, bye, girl. Tell him I said hi. So they get off the phone. See, there goes Sabrina. She was talking to Danny. Girl, I'm going to talk to you later. All right, bye, girl. Tell him I said hi. All right, bye. So she gets off the phone with Danny. And Calvin come out the bathroom like he just done blew up her spot, talking about don't go in there for 35, 45 minutes. And she looking at him like, you nasty. He talking about he just playing. How you just playing and you holding your stomach like you weren't playing? But anyway, so Sabrina, she just sitting down and they talking. And she's telling Calvin that she was worried about Maurice. And that, she just really want him to get out of jail. And she starts to thank Calvin for being there for her. And she just tells Calvin, thank you about, I guess, the whole bio situation. I really didn't understand that part. And then she's like, hopefully Andy can help get Maurice out of jail. And she's really distraught at this point. And Calvin is just like, whatever you need me to do, I'll be there for you. And Calvin is like, I'll get ready to leave. And Sabrina is like, no, you can stay, because Sabrina says she wants Calvin to hold her. Because at first Calvin was like, what you need me to do? We can go to the bedroom. But she was just like, no. I need you to just hold me. Because she says she feels scared and she just wants to feel safe. Because at this point, Sabrina's life has been flipped upside down. She is in a point of confusion. She really doesn't understand what's happening. She's like, why is it happening to me? And she was in jail and she said, I don't want to go to jail no more. And then she's like, I have a felony. She might lose her job. And Calvin is trying to comfort her and say, it's going to be okay. You're not going to lose your job. And if you do, you can get a new one. And she was like, I can't. It ain't that easy. I have a felon. And even if she is innocent, that's still on her record. They can pull her record. Hopefully she can get it expunged off of her record. But that tends to follow her as far as her getting a new job. That because a lot of people out here, as she was saying, they have felonies, they have records, and it's hard for them to move forward with their life. And that's scary for her. Or whatever. And then she says that she's taking care of her mom and her mom is sick and she's her mom's only support system. And Calvin is like, I totally understand, because we all know that Calvin was taking care, he was there for his dad. He had a sick dad and his dad died. And she said, I understand, she kind of has someone to relate to when it comes to Calvin. And she's just like, hold me. I just want, you to be there for me tonight. And he's just like, you know what? We can just go to bed. We can go to sleep. It'll be all right. And she just like, I don't want to go back to jail. And he said, you're not going back. It's going to be cool. Everything is going to be good. They're going to, pretty much, I guess, see what's going to happen in the morning. And they're going to pretty much, I guess, take it however they can. They're going to do whatever they can do to keep her out of jail, pretty much. And also to get Maurice out. So that's pretty much was that. And I was just so happy that Calvin is really being there for Sabrina and letting her know that she is not alone. He's going to be with her every step of the way. And I really like how their relationship is developing. Their relationship is really developing. And she's starting to see Calvin as someone that she possibly could be very compatible with. So that's what I like. So Andy in her bed and she waiting for Gary to come on over to the house, right? So while she in the bed, she get a phone call from Robin. And Robin calls her and says that he needs the number. He needs the number to the guy that Andy was telling him about. And Andy is just like, okay, well, I'll give it to you in the morning. And Robin tells Andy, thank you for giving me the heads up. And I kind of got confused because I was like, Andy didn't give you the heads up. But as they keep continuing on in the conversation, Andy is just like, you know what, it's cool. And then she says, well, I didn't give you the heads up. He was like, I know you didn't give me the heads up, but you still gave me a contact that could help me. And he's thankful for that. And Andy is comforting him, talking about it's okay, you're going to get through it. And then she says that she needs something from him. And he like, you need me to come over there? And she was like, nah. And then he was like, so I guess Gary is coming over there. I'm like, dang, here you go, Robin. You keeping tracks. I thought you was keeping this professional. But anyway, she's just like, well, no, I need you to help me with Maurice Walker, whatever his last name is. And she was just like, no, it's Maurice Wells. And he was like, Andy, you're talking about Sabrina's acquaintance. And she was like, no, accomplice. And she's like, no, he didn't do that. I can vouch for him. He didn't do that. He's innocent. Sabrina's innocent. And Robin is just like, okay, but I don't have any money. You know the situation I'm going through. And she says, yes, I know you don't have it, but is there a way that you can get me in to talk to him? And he's just like, well, yes, I can see what I can do. And again, she's like, thank you so much. And, and that's pretty much it. I think this is when she told him that it's good that she has friends in high places, and something. I hope I'm not getting the scenes mixed up, but something about might not be your boss for long, but hopefully everything will work out. So I think that was pretty much it for that conversation. And she said that she will see him in the morning. She's still apologetic, and he's just like, okay. She says he's going to get through it, so I guess he's going to get through it. Robin, you are going to get through it because you are a smart man. But anyway, so while he over there at night trying to figure out his life, Gary comes in. He creeping behind the door. So she looking like, so Gary, were you listening behind the door? He gonna sit up here and talk about he heard voices. And ain't but one person in the room, Gary. Did you hear the voice through the phone? You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard voices. I thought somebody was in here. And then she looking at him like, so you were listening to my phone call? He just like, well, I mean, yeah, And she's just like, well, do I need to take your access back? Do I need to take my keys back? He was like, no, I'm not tripping. But then he asked, who are you on the phone with? First of all, Gary, it ain't none of your business who she on the phone with. And then, too, why in the world? Anyway, I keep going back and forth with this whole Gary and Andy situation. I'm really kind of over it. At the end of the day, I just want them to make a move. Either y'all gonna be together or y'all not gonna be together. Can y'all please make a move? And then Andy changes the subject. She's just like, okay, I know you just got back from playing basketball. And he says he needs to get into the shower. And he's saying he gotta, I guess, pretty much get ready, get in the shower so he can come back and sleep with Andy. Andy telling him to hurry up because there's some things that he wants her to do to him. Anyway, so while he run off to go get in the shower, he calls Hayden on the phone. Hayden happy. Hayden is happy. Hayden like, you know what, Gary? Make it quick because I'm about to get in these draws. Anyway, so Hayden like, okay, what's up? So Gary telling Hayden, I think Andy told Robin about what's going on, about the guy. Hayden like, but don't Robin already know about what's going on? And he was just like, yeah, but he didn't know. He thinks that Andy gave him some more information that he didn't have in the first place. And And Hayden says, well, Hayden says that Robin is in so much leverage, it really doesn't matter what he knows. There isn't he the leverage is so high, he won't be able to get out of it. But Gary is like, well, he may find somebody to help him get out of it. And that's where he thinks that that Andy came into play. Because he's like, he heard them on the phone talking. So if Andy is going to help Robin, then there is a possibility that they may not be able to take his law firm from him, right? So Hayden, he just like, you know what? We're gonna have to talk about this tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You need to really pretty much, I guess, get with your girl. Y'all figure that stuff out. I got this honey dip. I said honey dip. That's so old school. I got this lady. She about to come in. I'm about to do my thing. He just, I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later. Pretty much. So they get off the phone and Tamara comes in with her towel on. She gets to kissing all on Hayden, making Hayden feel like a real man. When I tell you I was looking at this and I was looking at Hayden, I said, Hayden looked like he ain't never slept with nobody in his whole life. It's almost like he was shaking getting up out of that shirt. You know what I'm saying? And she up here really sweet talking him, talking about when he was taking off his clothes, saying, I really like what you look like up under there. I'm like, girl, you were laying it on thick. I mean, Hayden doesn't have a bad body or anything like that. But anyway, she just like, am I moving too forward? Am I going too fast? Hayden like, no, lay it on me. Everything is just right. He feeling good. She kissing on him, throwing him down on the bed. She opened up her robe. Hayden, child, you could have probably just touched Hayden and he would have exploded the way that he was looking. I said, Hayden, calm down. Act like you did this before, bruh. Act like you did this before, but I mean, what can you say? He got a pretty woman in his face, so he don't know how to act. He can't even think straight. So she get on him and she lay it on him, but it is what it is. So now you have Fatima and you have Zach. And Zach says he's about to go to the lawyer. And he's also about to go see Karen so she can sign these papers. And Fatima, just looking at him like, okay, so you finna see the lawyer again. I hope everything gets situated. And Zach is just like, okay, yeah. And then Zach asks, okay, Fatima, you coming with me, right? And Fatima is like, no, I'm not going with you. And Zach like, hold on, wait. At first you say you want to be with me when we talk to Karen here, but now you telling me I can go by myself. And she's just like, yeah, you're right. You can go by yourself. And Zach like, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been trying to tell you. I can do this on my own. I can handle this. And Fatima's whole thing is, I'm not going to be with you all the time. And if I can't trust you to handle Karen by yourself or any other one of your baby mamas by yourself, then, hey, what am I here for? Either you gonna do something with me or you gonna do something behind my back. If you gonna do something, you gonna do it, whether if I'm there or not. And she also brings up the fact, have you even talked to the other baby mama, Heather? He like, nah, I've been calling, but she ain't answering the phone. And then Fatima is like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I got something for her anyway. I'm putting Hayden on it. And Zach's whole thing is like, you know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't trying to really hurt nobody, then I'm good, And so they get up, they begin to walk out. She said everything gonna be good, Pretty much she trusts them. You gotta do what you gotta do. We'll talk about it pretty much later. He said he gonna be right behind her. She walking out the door. All right. So back over at Danny and Preston. Danny, she on her way to work. Preston, he talking about he about to get ready to leave for the airport. And he talks about the whole ring situation. And then he just like, I mean, pretty much she ain't ready to be married. She not. And then Danny says, no, this is the part that kind of, I'm like, Preston, it's like he threatens her. So if you don't marry me, so I guess I'm gonna go over there to Mindy, and Mindy will marry me. And she like, so is that what you do? Anytime you can't get your way, you gonna sit up here and throw up the fact that, okay, so you don't want to marry me, I'll go marry her. I mean, it's like, it's communication. And then I'm just sitting here thinking like, now who is more childish? Who's the more childish? Is it Preston or is it Danny? Because at this point in time, I'm like, Preston, you just jump ship. Every time she tells you, okay, just like the other time, I'm about to take a bath. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave. Okay. Well, I don't want to get married. Okay, well, I just go marry Heather. I'm like, get dog. I mean, everybody ain't on that type of time, Preston. It's okay to work your way through things. It's not either this or this. And then Fatima's just like, do you even have any other guy friends? And he just looking at her like, why? She said, I really don't care. But she said she wants to know what type of advice is he getting. Because she's trying to figure out what is he thinking in his head. And he said he do talk to other people, and they say that he should be with Mindy because Mindy is a good girl, and that he shouldn't be chasing Danny if Danny don't want him. But that ain't the thing. Danny do want you, Preston. She just want to take her time. Can we do that? Is there a such thing in this Tyler Perry universe as taking time? It's okay. Everything don't have to be rushed. You just came back into this girl's life. Can y'all talk for a minute? Don't you want to know her name or more than her name? I mean, for real. But anyway, so she just like, okay, I'll talk to you when I get back home. It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep, Preston. It ain't that deep. All right. So then back over at the office, Andy comes into Robin's office and she gives him the number. So Andy is like, are you going to call him? And he's just like, pretty much he almost don't have a choice. And Andy says, so how much longer do you have? He said, I don't have long. I got to do what I got to do. And she just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You gonna get through this. It's gonna be good. And then, they have this whole back and forth, you look good and all that stuff. And talking about it's professional and all of that. So anyway. So back over at in Andy's office, Fatima comes in and they have chitter chatter. And then Fatima brings in the coffee or the papers or whatever she brings in, and she tries to hurry up and rush out. Andy like, hold on, wait. Don't walk out too soon. I want to talk to you. So they sit down, they have the whole conversation. Andy brings up what happened over at Zach and over at Zach's place. Zach and her place. She said she handled herself really, really well. And, Fatima's just like, well, yeah, it's cool. And then Andy tells Fatima, she just pretty much want everybody to be happy. Fatima asks about Karen. And then she says, well, Karen has Aaron pretty much. And you have Zach. She just want everybody to be in a good place. And then she mentions the ring. And so I see you wearing your ring. She was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got the ring on. And in the last episode, they brought up, and not the last episode, but in the last scene with Zach and Fatima, they bring up the ring too and all of that stuff. So anyway, back over here, brings up the ring. And Fatima's like, I'm not about to really be up here talking to you about, what you want to talk about with me when I want to talk to you about Karen, and you don't want to give up no deeds on Karen. So that's how it's going to be. So they sit over there and they kind of talk and they laughing. And then she gets a phone call. Ring, 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 ring. On the phone call, it's Tamara. So Tamara is on the phone. Tamara on the phone talking about Hayden. And while she on the phone talking about Hayden, Fatima puts it on the speakerphone so that Andy can hear. And so Fatima's just like, okay, so what's going on? And Tamara, like, you gonna be really proud of me. You gonna be happy. You know what I'm saying? I got him eating out the palm of my hand. You know, he really liking me. And then she starts to get the deed. So what did he tell you? What did y'all talk about? They said they talk about Gary, the business partner, how they trying to take the company from Robin and the hedge fund, all that, the hedge and all that stuff, the leverage and all of that. And then she talks about Zach and how Zach is messing with his ex and how his ex still loves him and want to be with him. And Fatima like, oh, is that so? Really? Did they mention who the ex was? And she said no. And then yeah, and so she just pretty much giving him the rundown. And they also bring up, okay, did he say anything about Heather? And then she was like, well, nah, he really didn't say nothing about Heather. And so that's when Fatima was like, well, get the deeds on Heather and just see if you can make Heather drop the charges. And she said, yeah. She said, you give me about a week and I had this man eating out the palm of my hand. And she said, you will see how he is when he walking in that office today. Child, he gonna be skipped to the loo, my darling. She didn't say that part, but I'm just saying. He gonna be real, real happy. All right. So they get off the phone. Bye-bye. I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye. So now it's back to Fatima and Andy. And so Andy's sitting up here telling Fatima, I really don't like how you're playing this game with Hayden. But, you know what I'm saying, it's cool because Fatima talking about her cousin hooked it up. And as long as, you know, he ain't getting popped, this is the only way that she feel like she can get through to him. And then Andy just like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying, as long as you ain't popping nobody, pow, 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 then I guess this is how you're going to get it done. And also, Andy brings up the fact that asks Fatima also about Zach and about the whole baby situation. Are you cool with that? And Fatima's whole deal is this. All of this stuff happened before her and Zach really made it official. So she said at the end of the day, she cool with it. She not worried about it. So it is what it is. They just hope that everybody can pretty much be on the same page. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. And he still said, you know, I really don't like how you going about this way with with Hayden. But if that's how you going to do it, it is what it is. And yeah, Tamara is the plant that Fatima set up to come with Hayden with the bull. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. All right. So back over at Sabrina and Calvin. Sabrina is about to get ready to go to work. I didn't know that she still had her job. I actually thought that she lost her job, but apparently she still has a job. So pretty much she really don't know what's going to happen when she go into work. I guess that's why she was saying she still hoped that she had her job. But I guess before she get in, she said she was going to go over there and talk to Andy. And she was just going to go talk to Andy about Maurice to see how, you know, if she could really help. If she could, you know, help. So while they're talking, they get a phone call. Ring, 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 ring. When I tell you this whole episode has been phone tag, child, it's been phone tag. So they answer the phone. Maurice, hello. How you doing? I'm about to get on a plane to London. I'm like, how you think I'm doing? I said, Maurice, it's okay. He talking about, you know, he talking about, I'm what he say? Yeah. Yeah, he said, how you think I'm doing saying all this stupid stuff? All right. And so Calvin is like, I got Sabrina with me. And you want to talk? You know, Sabrina get on the phone. Hey, Maurice, how you doing? And here go Maurice. So y'all still over there bumping cats. I said, really? Okay, Maurice. Whatever. It is what it is. All right. And so then Maurice gets serious. He just like, you know what, Sabrina, the prosecutor over here saying that you and Q had worked out a deal to keep him in jail. And Sabrina is like, no, Maurice, I'm not doing that. Please. And then Sabrina tells him that same prosecutor has something against Andy. And that's the reason why he's, you know, he's taking it out on you. And so Maurice is just like, dang. But Sabrina's saying, I'm going to go talk to Andy this morning. What is Andy going to do? Come on. I'm trying to talk to her to see if she can get you out at least on bond. You know what I'm saying? Because if she helped me, then I'm, see if she can try to help you. And so not Q, but Maurice is just like, okay, and yeah, that was pretty much. And Maurice is just like, okay, well, pretty much go see what you can do. And Maurice telling her to hurry up because these dudes in here trying to take his virginity. I'm like, okay, I thought you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing. It is what it is. Yeah, he finna go. All right. So now you have Q and Danny. So Danny over there in her place of business, and Q comes up and he telling Danny, how you doing from the night before? I know you were real drunk. And then he's being very persistent, telling her, can we hook up again? Now he wants to go to her house, which he's been trying to get at her house. And Danny just looking at him like, what? What is it? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at you. You keep coming on strong to me. Why are you on this ankle bracelet? Why do you have this ankle monitor on? Q comes up with this story that this man, he went to jail because this man, he got into a fight and he beat up a man that was trying to mess with his mama. I'm like, Q, you come up with the craziest stories. But anyway. And so Danny just looking at him like, oh, okay. And then she says, well, she needs something more. She said she was looking up Q, looking up his social media, trying to find out who he is, gonna find out he don't have no social media. Because Danny is trying to say, why are you pressing so hard on me? Because Danny, he trying to find somewhere to live. And he think you stupid enough to bring him to your house. And I hope Tyler not finna write you being stupid enough to bring this dude to your house so he can be mooching off of you. And then she tells him, well, she in a situationship and she don't have time for Q. She said, Q, I know you up on, she said, it's something in you that's warning me against you. It's like a bunch of drama is surrounding you. Q sitting up here saying that he ain't got no drama and all of this stuff. And Q is being very, very persistent. Danny telling him, no, I don't want you coming over my house. I don't want to do pretty much have nothing to do with you. And then Q gets a piece of paper talking about, text me your address. I'm like, boy, when I tell you I was so speechless. And Danny picks up her phone, acting like it's a microphone. Hello? Is this thing on? Do you not hear me? Telling you I don't want nothing to do with you. You not coming to my house. What is the deal with these men? Just press. Danny don't need no press. Like, stop pressing up against this girl. She telling you she don't want nothing to do with you. And then she tells Q, talking about, what are you crazy? And then this Negro gonna say, yes, I am, a little bit. Even though he was smiling, Danny, he's serious. Someone please call 911. Because this dude is crazy. Tyler, come on. This is ridiculous. You gonna pick up some paper and tell me, oh, forget what you just said. I'm finna write my number. Write me down your address. What the mess? Girl, he come to your house. He ain't never leaving. Yeah, you better ask Maurice. Anyway. Now, this is the scene that we have all been waiting for. Because when I was watching this scene, I said, you know what? Okay, so let's get into it, right? Zach comes into Karen's establishment. Karen's shop is full. Karen got workers. Karen got clients. Karen is doing her thing, right? So Zach come in looking fly with his suit on. He stand at the door. He do a little shimmy, shake. Pam like, ooh, okay. He like, yeah, Pam, yep. So he come in. What's up? Hey, did you get my message? I left you a message. Oh, yeah, I got it. But Zach like, but you didn't text me back. She look at her phone. She like, oh, you know what? I wrote the text, but I didn't send it. And then she proceeds to say, oh, but you know what? That's how you used to do when we used to date. So Zach like, okay, Karen, you bringing up old stuff. He said, okay, now just a minute. That's how you used to do. You used to be lying like that. But Zach, he owns it. He said with his chest, you know what? I did it, but it's cool. You know, I did do that. It ain't nothing I could do. So, hey, but I'm here. I want you to sign these papers. I got these papers. You look it over with Andy and you get it back to me. And then she tells him, all right, let's go back here into the office. He like, no. We can sign these papers right here. She like, no, we can just, come on, boy. It ain't that big of a deal. Come on, boy. So then he walking. Why does Zach kind of walk like his feet hurt? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So he walking, right? And so he look around. Pam say, now y'all don't be back there, you know what I'm saying, getting it in. So the whole people in the hair mastery, they start laughing. So they get on back there, right? So automatically, when Zach give Karen the papers, Karen pick up the pen. Can y'all hear my pen? You can't hear my pen. Did you hear it? That's my pen. That's my pen. So she get the writing. And Zach like, hold on, wait. Don't sign them yet. I need you to look over these papers. I need you to get with Andy and look over these papers. She just like, nah, it ain't no big deal. I already know. He like, no, do not sign nothing. Hold on, girl, hold on. And then she just look at him. She just stopped. And then she look at him. And she just like, you know what? It's cool. She just like, it's cool. And then she said, you know what? These letters, them letters that my mama told me to write, it helped me. You know what I'm saying? And it made me feel a lot better. And so Zach just looking at her like, for real. It helped you, you know, better. And then Karen says this. Fatima a cool chick. Then Zach, hold on, wait, what? So you said Fatima cool? Now I know them letters. Now, I know them letters just ain't changed your life overnight. Karen like, no, you know, it didn't change my life overnight. But she's still a cool chick, you know. And Zach like, you know, I know she a cool chick. And then Karen says, you know what? Congratulations. Congratulations on your engagement and fatherhood. I'm like, what is this? What is this Karen that we seeing right now? Is this growth? And I was looking at my phone trying to take pictures, and I was smiling. And I said, maybe we are getting somewhere. I think we are getting somewhere. All right. So then they come out the office, right? They come out the office. Karen, she go wherever on her side, back in front of to the client, because she said, I got to finish my client head. And then Zach come out and say, y'all, we wasn't in there doing nothing. You see that? You know, and everybody just kind of looking woo. So Zach say, all right, I'll talk to you later, Karen. I'll see you later. Then Karen says, she comes around and she stand in front of him and she put her arms out. And Zach look at her. He just like, huh. And he goes over and he hugs her. And as they begin to embrace, they unembrace. Is that a word? They come apart and she kissed him on the cheek. And I said, oh, they are really trying to make some work. This baby is really trying to make some work. And Zach looks and he steps back and he looked and he said, I think we gonna be able to make some work. So then he walked out. Pam said, bye. And then after that, Pam walked over. She said, what is this, growth? What are y'all, you know, what y'all got? Y'all getting along, it's good. And Karen, she seemed like she being real cool, right? She said, you know what, Pam, it's all good. I ain't even worried about it like that. It's cool. And Pam just looking like, well, all right. Okay. And so I'm looking at Pam as Pam look at Karen, and I'm just over here on my side of the corner, and I'm like, okay. But then here you go. They had that doggone Angie walking in. I said, this about to be some mess. Because anytime they show Angela, it's always some mess. So Angela coming in, right? And she sit down and she just like, hey, Fatima. Fatima like, hey, girl, what's going on? She like, is everything good? Is you and Zach still good? Y'all working together? Y'all cool? And I paraphrase this whole last scene. And so she just like, yeah. And then Angela say, don't get upset. Don't get upset. She like, what you mean? Don't fly off the handle. What you mean? And then it's dun 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 dun. And it is a picture of Karen kissing Zach on the cheek. I said, you know what? Just when I was getting my hopes up, just when I thought that we was getting somewhere, this happened. And then I started to ponder, how in the world did Angela get this picture? Who at the hair mastery of it all got Angela's phone number? The only person that I think that would have Angela's phone number is the other girl from the other show. I don't forget what that girl's name was. Because do y'all remember when that girl was over at Karen's place? Do y'all think she put a camera in there to be watching and seeing if Zach was going to mess with Karen to show them some proof? Because to be honest, y'all, I know y'all finna get mad at me. Now, y'all probably think that Karen probably set this up. But I think that friend set up a camera in their place to break up Zach and Fatima. I don't know. Because Karen, I will eat my words. If you did this was a low down, dirty snake dog thing you did. But in a way, I kind of feel like she didn't do this. Because how in the world did she get Angela's phone number? I don't know, y'all. This Sheila Beela, y'all. Come on. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all get anything out of my commentary, y'all hit the like button, because when you hit the like button, it pushes me up through the algorithm. Y'all, I'm so happy. I'm so thankful. I have 2,000 subscribers now. I'm on the road to 3,000. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think that is that other girl, the jealous girl, the old trifling girl that put a camera? I mean, because it's confusing to me. Because how in the world did Angela get this picture? Who knows Angela? We got to think, y'all. Who knows Angela? Do Pam know Angela? The Angelas? I mean, come on. But anyway, leave it in the comments. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Bye.